What's up, guys? T. Shu here, back with another big game breakdown. Yesterday we did Ohio State and Washington. Today we're going to do Oregon at Penn State, arguably the biggest game of the weekend. So let's get into what the numbers say. I look at a combination of numbers that blend both preseason expectations in with what we've seen on the field, and then I also look at just what we've seen on the field to get an idea of where these teams are trending. So for this game, my official TSI number is Penn State -1. But when you look at just the on-field data, I've got Oregon -3.5, and that's my proprietary TSI formula on both of those. Now, looking at the points per play formula, which again is just exclusively your points per play opponent adjusted, that blended projection makes Penn State a 1-point favorite, but that on-field only makes Oregon a 1.5-point favorite on the road. And then looking at yards per play, which I think is another really indicative metric that I like to use, both of those are really in favor of the Ducks here. Even the blended formula with that metric has Oregon as a 2-point favorite, and then the on-field only formula with the yards per play metric has Oregon as an 8.5-point favorite. So Oregon unanimous the side, against the 3.5-point spread. A couple formulas do have Penn State winning the game by a point, but if you're looking for a side on the game to play from a betting standpoint, the numbers indicate Oregon is the side here. Now looking at the total, the last I checked, the over-under is 52.5. TSI projects 53.5, so a little bit of value on the over, not much. The on-field data kind of reflects that with the projection of 54. The points per play blended projection is at 53. So again, those first three are on the over, but barely, so not a ton of value there. I wouldn't advise playing it based on those. And then the on-field points per play is at 51.5, so just a little bit south of where the over-under currently sits. Yards per play blended projection, 52. And the yards per play on field is actually 46.5, so showing quite a bit of value on the under there. So all that to say, I mean, the average there is 51.5, so very mixed. I would stay away from the total pregame. It looks like the best play on this game would be Oregon plus the points on the road. Let me know if you guys have any other games. I will try to crank out a couple more of these videos and let you guys know the numbers that I'm looking at, because, I publish my TSI projections for my subscribers, but I don't publish all of these other numbers that I look at, other metrics. So happy to share a couple of those each week. So let me know which games this week you'd like to look at, and I'll do my best to get those out before Saturday.